Hello and welcome to Zero Trust Cyber Tips and Tricks. In this video we will talking about the lemon duck malware. What it is, how it works, and most importantly, how you can protect yourself from it. We'll be sharing 10 tips on how to protect yourself from lemon duck malware and other types of cyber threats. What is lemon duck malware? Lemon duck malware is a type of malware that infects Windows computers. It is a form of Trojan horse malware, which means it disguises itself as a legitimate program in order to gain access to a victim's computer. Once it has access, it can perform a variety of malicious activities, such as stealing personal information, launching DDoS attacks, or even encrypting files and demanding a ransom for the decryption key. Lemon duck malware is typically spread through phishing emails or malicious links on websites. These emails and links may appear to be from legitimate sources, such as banks or government agencies, but they are actually designed to trick victims into downloading and installing the malware. Once lemon duck malware is installed on a victim's computer, it begins to communicate with its command and control server, which is typically located on the dark web. This server sends instructions to the malware, which it then carries out on the victim's computer. Combating and preventing today's threats like lemon duck to SMB and enterprises require comprehensive protection focused on addressing the full scope and impact of attacks. Anything that can gain access to machines, even so-called commodity malware, can bring in more dangerous threats. Security researchers have seen this in banking Trojans serving as entry point for ransomware and hands-on keyboard attacks. Lemon duck, an actively updated and robust malware that's primarily known for its botnet and cryptocurrency mining objectives, followed the same trajectory when it adopted more sophisticated behavior and escalated its operations. Today, beyond using resources for its traditional bot and mining activities, lemon duck steals credentials, removes security controls, spreads via emails, moves laterally, and ultimately drops more tools for human-operated activity. Lemon duck's threat to enterprises is also in the fact that it's a cross-platform threat. It's one of a few documented bot malware families that targets Linux systems as well as Windows devices. It uses a wide range of spreading mechanisms: phishing emails, exploits, USB devices, brute force, among others, and it has shown that it can quickly take advantage of news, events, or the release of new exploits to run effective campaigns. For example, in 2020, it was observed using COVID-19 themed lures in email attacks. In 2021, it exploited newly patched Exchange server vulnerabilities to gain access to outdated systems. This threat, however, does not just limit itself to new or popular vulnerabilities. It continues to use older vulnerabilities, which benefit the attackers at times when focus shifts to patching a popular vulnerability rather than investigating compromise. Notably, lemon duck removes other attackers from a compromised device by getting rid of competing malware and preventing any new infections by patching the same vulnerabilities it used to gain access. In the early years, lemon duck targeted China heavily, but its operations have since expanded to include many other countries, focusing on the manufacturing and IoT sectors. Today, lemon duck impacts a very large geographic range, with the United States, Russia, China, Germany, the United Kingdom, India, Korea, Canada, France, and Vietnam seeing the most encounters. The lemon duck operators also make use of many fileless malware techniques, which can make remediation more difficult. Fileless techniques, which include persistence via registry, scheduled tasks, WMI, and startup folder, remove the need for stable malware presence in the file system. These techniques also include utilizing process injection and in-memory execution, which can make removal non-trivial. It is therefore imperative that organizations that were vulnerable in the past also direct action to investigate exactly how patching occurred, and whether malicious activity persists. These are some of the tactics, techniques, and procedures being used by lemon duck. Lemon duck malware typically uses a combination of tactics, techniques, and procedures to infect and control a victim's computer. These include phishing. Lemon duck malware is often spread through phishing emails or malicious links on websites. These emails and links may appear to be from legitimate sources, such as banks or government agencies, but they are actually designed to trick victims into downloading and installing the malware. Command and control. Once lemon duck malware is installed on a victim's computer, it begins to communicate with its command and control server, which is typically located on the dark web. This server sends instructions to the malware, which it then carries out on the victim's computer. Persistence. Lemon Duck malware uses a variety of techniques to maintain persistence on a victim's computer, such as creating registry keys or scheduled tasks to ensure that the malware is executed every time the computer is booted. Evasion. Lemon Duck malware uses a variety of techniques to evade detection, such as using encryption or code obfuscation to hide its activities and disguising itself as legitimate software. Tools and techniques. The attackers behind Lemon Duck malware use a variety of tools and techniques to carry out their attacks, such as phishing kits. These are pre-made templates and scripts used to create phishing emails and websites. Malware development tools. These are used to create and test the Lemon Duck malware, such as compilers, debuggers, and reverse engineering tools. Command and control tools. These are used to remotely control the malware, such as remote access Trojans, rats, or botnets. Cryptography tools. These are used to encrypt communications between the malware and its command and control server, as well as to encrypt files on the victim's computer. Evasion tools. These are used to evade detection by antivirus software, such as code obfuscation or anti-debugging techniques. 10 tips on how to protect yourself. Tip 1. Be cautious when opening emails and clicking on links. Only open emails and click on links from sources you trust. Tip 2. Keep your computer and all of your software up to date, as updates often include security patches to protect against new types of malware. Tip 3. Use ESET antivirus and EDR, Endpoint Detection and Response, security solutions to detect the existing Lemon Duck instances in your devices, and keep them updated to the latest version. Tip 4. Use a firewall to monitor all inbound and outbound network traffic to protect your network and personal information from being stolen by hackers. Tip 5. Use a VPN to encrypt your internet connection and protect your personal information from being stolen. Tip 6. Use strong and unique passwords for all of your accounts. Tip 7. Avoid public Wi-Fi networks, as they are not secure. Use mobile data with VPN instead. Tip 8. Be wary of suspicious phone calls or text messages, as they may be attempts to steal your personal information. Tip 9. Educate yourself on the latest cyber threats and how to protect yourself from them. Tip 10. Regularly back up your important files, in case they are lost or stolen. In conclusion, Lemon Duck malware is a dangerous type of Trojan horse malware that can cause serious damage to your computer and steal your personal information. By following the 10 tips shared in this video, you can protect yourself from Lemon Duck malware and other types of cyber threats. Remember to be cautious when opening emails and clicking on links, keep your computer and software up to date, and use security tools such as antivirus software, firewall, and VPN. Thanks for watching, and stay safe online. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to like, share, subscribe to my channel for more cybersecurity tips and tricks.